Okay, Scrap Mechanic Workshop, let's see what you're really hiding. Most popular blueprints of all time, page 1000. Ah, yes. This is where the gems are really hiding. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Scrap Mechanic, and today we are going to the very last page of the Scrap Mechanic Workshop, which happens to be page 1000. Now, unfortunately, this isn't even the video idea that I wanted to do. I wanted to actually go to the real least popular creations, but the Scrap Mechanic Workshop actually only lets you go 1,000 pages back. And it turns out that isn't super far. Let me show you what I mean. If I go to the last page that the Scrap Mechanic Workshop will let me go to, this actually only shows me the 30,000th creation out of 324,000 of them. So we're pretty far away from the actual least popular creation, but we're still on the last page of the workshop, so let's go with that. You know, most people would think you'd want to focus on the most popular creations, but not me. I want to go to page 1000. So everything you're gonna see in this video was on page 1000 of either the most popular or the most subscribed. And we're gonna start off with Mini Transformers by Quantum Taste. So, full disclosure, I actually haven't looked at these. Normally when I do workshop videos, I test out and look at the creations before I do the video, but I wanted to actually have a legitimate first reaction to all of these. And of course, you know, let me just spawn this in again because they're facing away from the sun. I want these things to be facing towards me so I can see their fantastic transformations in all of its light and glory. All right, so Mini Transformers is an interesting concept. I wonder how much these things are actually going to transform. This one has 2 buttons. All right, number 1. Oh, that's actually really nice. What does that button do? Okay, nothing. It's just part of the, what is it? Is this the way it's supposed to go? I can't tell which way is the front. I think this is the front, actually. All right, what about this one? Oh, are all of these backward? Did I really? All right. Apparently, I spawned them in the wrong way. Well, there's your evidence that I didn't test these out beforehand. Yeah, these are definitely the front. That one's pretty. Wait, let me see that one go back again. These things are so cool. They're just like, they're compact. It's like travel pack robots. All right, that one's pretty cool. They're all very similar, but at the same time, they're all completely different. So which one of these did you guys like better? I think the green-white one was my favorite. All right, we're moving on to the Wheelie Master by Oxlilo. Oh, that is not what I was expecting the wheels to do. I was really curious why these wheels were up that way, but I guess it's to fit them into the slot here with the suspension. This is interesting. All right, this is like a little F1 car. Well, he says it's a Wheelie Master. Oh, I see. Oh, wow, that's actually really easy. Hold on. Let me get a nice straightaway. Oh boy. All right. Oh, this thing almost tips over. All right, here we go. We're gonna wheelie this whole way here. This is the Wheelie Master after all. I like how the car is, it's painted after like a starter finish line. There we go. We're nice and balanced now. I can just hold the throttle open and we maintain our wheelie. I can see why they call it the Wheelie Master. If only it could turn while it's wheeling. What am I supposed to do now? There's first person. This actually looks kind of cool first person. All right, and there we go. Oh, no. You know, there's really nothing you can do. Like if you give it any throttle, you just automatically wheelie. In order to turn, you have to slow down. Oh, and then you're gonna tip over, of course. Okay, let's go strict follow cam. There we go. Now we're gonna get the full experience of the Wheelie Master. Woo! All right, up next we got Speeder 1 by Cellrack, and this looks like it makes some pretty good use of the new survival parts and stuff. So let's see what. Ooh, smooth. Oh, wait, what? I'm just noticing some particle effects I never noticed on the thrusters before. It looks like little lightning things going around. Huh, I don't know why I never... Is that new from survival? No, like, these are old thrusters. These aren't even survival thrusters. I don't know if that's always been there or not. All right, let's check out the speeder. By the way, there might be a chance that I spawn in a creation that I looked at before and I just don't remember. I don't think this is one of them. I have looked at speeders before, but this one is amazing. I love the way the thrusters look on the back, too. This thing is so cool. It's so smooth. I'm really glad I have a flat terrain map here to drive this thing on, because I feel like any bumps would probably not make this thing function very well. Okay, let's do a quick test by going into this little crevice here. All right. Oh, actually, it's got like a stabilizer glitch in it. Man, these bushes are spawning in so close. It's got like some type of stabilizer glitch, so it keeps it pretty level. So what, even if I hit this, yeah, it likes to stay nice and level. So that's a bonus for it. Man, I'm really surprised at some of the quality we've seen so far from the 1000th page on the workshop. All right, let's just go ahead and, well, I guess that thing is gonna go over there now. All right, up next we have a model of the Farmbot by Decolo. So despite its small size, this is actually a pretty cool replica of it. Oh, and it has a seat on its head, which, oh man, this thing might be able, does this actually walk? I thought it might just be a pure replica. We can use its head as a sound maker, but let's see. Oh, no way. Oh, that's actually pretty well done. This actually walks really well. Like, we have some speed here. I'm impressed with this. And of course, yeah, it has suspension steering, which makes the most sense. I wasn't even expecting it to be movable at all, and let alone actually pretty functional. I mean, it's slow, but considering the size of its legs and the fact that it's a walker, it's actually pretty good at walking. I'm impressed. All right, up next, I don't know what this is. It looks interesting. Remember, we're on page 1000, guys. This is Big Russian Goose by Vaz 2107. So, let's see what this thing's all about. Number 1. Okay. Number 2. Oh, it has forward thrust too. And there we go. And then of course we can walk. What's a goose without walking? Oh, and the thrusters are actually on wings. And the wings, like, they do things. I'm so confused with this. This is such a weird creation. It's not bad. All right, well, here's your Russian goose. I guess they wear bow ties. I didn't know bow ties and some type of hat. And he's also pretty good at flying, actually. Look at this. All right, we're gonna come in for a hard landing now. Let's see how his springy legs handle it. That was that. They didn't even fully compress. Those are actually really strong. All right, thanks for the ride, Russian goose. Go back to Mother Russia. All right, up next, we got this insanity here. I can't even read the name. The name doesn't even show up, and it uses lots of mods, of course. This is the Pagani I don't know how to pronounce this. Huayra BC. Look at this. See, I don't like using crazy mods. Like I can't even imagine the amount of care and attention to detail needed to figure out how to place all of these little wedge pieces in the right spots. All right, so can I like get in this? Oh, this is a windshield is blocking my, how do you get in this thing? All right, we can, no connect, all right, your door's not hooked. Sir, your door isn't hooked up. Is this one hooked up? The doors aren't hooked up. How am I supposed to get in if the doors aren't hooked up? Oh, I see. There's a hole in the back here. Oh no, that's not a hole. What? How do I get in the car? Guy, I can't get in the car. Oh, I see. I can get in right there. We go. Oh, I figured it out. Found out how to get in the car. All right, so we got your typical steering. Look at those wheel wells. Is that just like a designated part? I don't even know. I don't use mods. Whoa. This thing sounds interesting. This thing drives so nice. What? It's got like some flaps in the back. I don't think it's active aero. I don't know what that is. That's interesting. This thing drives a lot better than I thought it would. Usually cars that are like built to be like a perfect aesthetic model, like this one seems to have been built, they usually don't drive that well on the ground, but this one is doing really well. And it looks like it has an interesting suspension set up in the back. I want to take a closer look at that. But oh, there's buttons too. All right, number 1. What is that? What is number 2? What's number 2 doing? All right, I don't know what number 2 does. Number 3? Oh, we even got a boost? This is amazing. All right, number 4. I don't know what number 4 does. Oh, 4 is like the interior light. Okay. Number 2 is probably like another interior light or something. Oh, number 5 is actually the e-brake. This thing has an e-brake. Look at the back wheels when I press number 5. Look at that. All right, does that actually make a difference? Here's me turning without the e-brake. That actually, I can drift. I can drift without it. Yeah, so I turn pretty easy. without the e-brake, but now I'm gonna press the e-brake and turn, which is kind of hard to do all at the same time. It actually makes turning worse. It makes turning worse. It doesn't kick out the back end like you would think it would. Yeah, you can just do that without it. All right, so we don't really need number 5. And then number 6 is the horn. Very, very, very subtle horn. All right, let's take a look underneath here. Let's see what this thing's all about as far as the suspension and stuff goes. Okay, so it looks like, oh yeah, look at that. There's like the suspension starting from like here, and it goes through here, and then it's hooked up. Oh, okay. And then it's hooked up to that. I don't really see the point in that. It seems like just extra bearings for no good reason. I feel like that suspension piece is gonna do the thing anyway. But still cool nonetheless. All right, up next, this is Windows XP car, and I cannot show you who it's from because the name is not appropriate. But the only reason I spawned this thing in is because I wanted to say, hey, look, I'm a Windows driver. All right, up next, we got an unnamed thing by an unnamed person. Well, they're not actually unnamed. They're just named characters that don't register for me. So we got this thing. I don't know what this thing is, but it's a thing, and it looks crazy. I don't know what these parts are, but they're also crazy. Can you just... Oh, wait. Oh, I don't know what I just did. I'm gonna respawn it in because I think I changed the setting and I don't want to mess it up. All right, can I figure out how to get in this one any easier? Is there an actual button to get in this one? Aha, I found it. There's a little slit right here. All right, I think this is the driver's seat. The wheels don't actually turn. Oh, this is, whoa, what? There's a wheel on the back too? That's interesting. This is such a futuristic looking car. But the wheels don't turn. I think it's suspension turning. It also drives pretty nice. Once again, I'm surprised at how well this thing drives. All right, and then number 1. Oh, that got stuck. All right, well, there we go. All right, we're going back. Nope, go back down. Oh boy, they're stuck. My doors are stuck open. You know what? This looks cool anyway. All right, what's number 2 do? Oh, we got thrust. And what's number 3 do? 3 is lights. Yes, this thing needs more lights. We should have a whole underglow system with this thing. All right, let's see how the boost does. So we go about 110 without the boost, and then we hit it, and we go 112. All right. I think it's kind of more fun to drive with the doors open, to be honest. Just let the breeze in. All right, up next, we got Rocket by Irish Claps. You know, last page of the workshop. This is kind of what you would expect. Thruster's not even on max. See, what's the point? If you're gonna create a creation like this, why wouldn't you put the thruster? There you go. All right, so these cars were kind of insane, but I got one. It just gets even better. This is the 1000th page of the workshop. I know you've been surprised at the quality so far, but wait till you see. Here we go. Mid-level sedan by I Vlone 33. Now this is the kind of car Scrap Mechanic was made for. The dimensions of this are so off. It's amazing. Oh, I can't even... I don't think I can even close... Oh, there we go. There we go. We close the door. All right, number 1. What? All right, apparently got an interior glove box. Got the radio. Got interior lighting. All right, we got our left blinker and our right blinker. No, wait, what is... Tell me that's just a gear, because I just pressed number 7 and it started moving forward. I really hope that's not the actual gas. All right, and we got open up the front and the back, and then we got our horn. All right, I'm pressing W now. There we go. Now we're going. So number 7 must be to kick it into a higher gear or something. All right, so this is how fast we go with just W, and I press number 7. Yeah, it actually does do that. That's pretty cool. So I'm actually not sure what they're doing with that. I'm assuming they must have, maybe it's just front wheel and rear wheel drive and they're hooked up to different things. Yep, there's one engine hooked up to the back and a different engine hooked up to the front. So I'm assuming that they work together once you press both of them. So that makes sense. That's an interesting way to do different gears, different speeds. Look at the shape of this vehicle. This is a blocky vehicle. It's amazing. Oh, I just noticed this has like a whole drive shaft system underneath too. Huh. It's powered as well. Like, it doesn't do anything. It's just there for aesthetics, but that's also weird because it's an aesthetic thing that no one will ever see, except I'm seeing it right now, so that kind of defeats my whole point. Never mind. All right, up next, we got Death Truck. It's just Death Truck. I want to see what's so deadly about it. This is by Stuka11. And just in case you guys weren't aware, the 1000th page of the workshop, that's going to have different creations as more creations get uploaded and move the whole order of creations around. So if you go to the 1000th page of the workshop for any of these, you might find a completely different set of creations. So let's figure out what the Death Truck is all about. All right. What is this part all about? This is an interesting part of the Death Truck. This might be where the death happens. I don't know. Oh, is that a rock? Oh, I think this thing's even better than I expected. I think we got fold-out rocket launchers in this thing. All right, there we go. Oh, I think I almost just killed myself. I just shot rockets out forward. All right, let's close that. Let's open this, and then we shoot these. Look at that. Now, the only thing I want to test this out. I wonder if Mr. Death Truck Builder, if you put a fail-safe for these, because if I press the shoot button when it's not open, do you think I'm gonna kill myself in the Death Truck? So I think that would make the most sense. If you're gonna call it a Death Truck, you might as well have an option to blow yourself up. Oh, okay. Well, I guess this is where we find out now. We've got no other options. So let's close them up and then, yeah. See, what you should have done as a troll with the Death Truck, but what would have been a really nice troll is if you put the shoot button as number 2 and then the fold out button as number 3. So then as I was going through and testing my buttons, like what does number 1 do? What does number 2 do? I would have pressed number 2 first and then blew myself up. And then I would have known a lot sooner why this thing is called the Death Truck. Okay, so this thing here, I can't spawn it in because it freezes my game when I spawn it in, but I can keep it on the lift. So I'm gonna do this. This is Dora by Just Null. I'm just gonna keep this thing on the lift and we're gonna try to explore this thing. By the looks of it, it's not really supposed to be functional anyway. None of these wheels are hooked up, but this thing is just like a massive train rail cannon thing. So here, I'm gonna get up on top of it. We're gonna explore this thing now. This thing is insanity with how big it is. Like, I can't imagine how long this took. I'm gonna look at the stats of this. I'm gonna go back to the lift after I explore this thing, and we're gonna see how many blocks this thing even is. Because this is just crazy. Look at the, see, yeah, this gun, yeah, nothing's functional on this. Okay, so I don't need to spawn it off the lift, but nothing's hooked up on this, so I don't feel as bad now for just keeping it on the lift and looking at it. I wonder, is there an interior? This looks like there should be an interior, right? But I don't see any way. Oh, what about, no, I don't see any way actually in it. Here, what if wait, before I try to cut this thing open, let me look at the block stats. Okay, this thing has 21,649 concrete blocks. That's a little excessive. 1,058 pipe pieces, small pipe pieces. And what even is this part here? There's 2 of them on here. All right, I want to cut this thing open a little bit just to see what's inside. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's just layers of emptiness inside. So I think we've seen all that we can see on this one. So this is the kind of stuff that the last page of the Scrap Mechanic Workshop has to offer. I wish I could go past 1,000. If anyone knows of a way to like bypass that limit on the Steam Workshop where I can actually look at the final creation on the list of pages, or like sort in reverse or something, I couldn't figure out a way to do that. So if you have any advice on that, let me know. And quick reminder for fans of the channel, if you were planning on it but have not yet picked up an ugly ScrapMan sweater from the merch store, you're only gonna have today and tomorrow to do so before it is removed forever. So this is basically your final notice that this piece of merch is no longer gonna be available, and everyone who gets one before New Year's will be the only people that can ever get them again. So if this is something that you wanna have for future holiday seasons, then now's your last chance to get it. If you wanna check out some more awesome Scrap Mechanic content, then go ahead and check out this playlist right here, and there's a merch link as well if you wanna help support the channel. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.